as Dash of Dave. He'll take some scraps and bits of this, turn them into something you can't miss. Junk journals, tapes, and crafts galore. He'll have you begging, show me more. Oh, Dash of Dave, oh, what a sight. Mixing colors, day and night.
Hi everyone, it's Dasher Dave here, and I'm back for another crafty video. We're in that limbo between Christmas and New Year. It's Monday the 29th of December 2025 with only, how many days we got left? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so including today we've got 3 days left of 2025. Right, I'm going to start clearing up. Now, these are a few things that were scattered around my desk. When I say a few things, I have a lot scattered around my desk. So there will be some tidying up going on. Whether I film it or not, I don't know. But what I'm going to do is, these are bits that I've just pulled off my desk, and I'm going to make a quick folio. I'm going to just grab some bits. I want some double-sided pieces, so that not, because at least they're not on my desk. We'll keep that. So let's make something simple. So I've got an idea of what I want to do. So I just want 2 pieces of card that are going to help me create that thing, that are 2 similar sort of sizes. They don't have to be the same length. And then we will go from there. So I'll keep those pieces because, like, they can make extra components. So what I want to do is, let's cut these down so that they're both the same height, because that's what I need. That's definitely not got a straight line, so straight edge I mean. Don't ask me what it is, I don't know. It's card. What size is this? Is this 6? Oh no, it's not. It's less than 6, isn't it? It's not even a recognisable size. What size is it? That's not straight either, is it? No, that's not straight either. Right, okay, let's cut it down to 5 1/4. Yeah, we'll cut that one down to 5 1/4 as well. Okay, get rid of those pieces. Don't keep those, Dave. Don't keep the tiny pieces. Right, so they're now the same height. They are indeed. Now what we want to do is, I've got an idea to have maybe 1.5 inches. Let's put a score line in there then. Which piece do I want? Yeah, this way. What do I want? I want it to have a front and a back. So let's go, that's going to be the, right, okay, let's do what should I have, 1.5. Where's the half? Is that half? I've got so many lines on here that I've used for other things. Is that the half there? Yeah, that's the halfway mark there. So go 1.5 there, and I want that to fold up. And just put that on there. So we're not making something specific, we're kind of going with what's in my head, which could always lead to disaster, couldn't it? How big do we want it? So I want it to be like that, and then this piece I want to be 6. Do I want to go 6 inches? That still looks wonky, doesn't it? Is it wonky? Is it a wonky donkey? Who knows? No, it's not too bad. Okay, so we want to go, I'm thinking about here, whatever that is. So I'm just going to put a little bit of a mark that I'll never find again there. Oh no, that wasn't too bad. What's that? 4.5. So we're going to go 4.5. So that's scored at 1.5. So if I cut this to what did I just say that was? 4.5, 5, 6. So if I cut this to 6, that should be right then, shouldn't it? That should be that line, because this is a Tim Holtz piece. 6, I score that out? Do I want it to be that way round? Or no, does this have a orientation? No, it doesn't. It could go that way round actually, yeah. Okay, so we'll do this at 1.5. Should rub these lines out because it's not helpful. These extra lines that I've got on here, I'd rub them out if I had something to rub them out with. Rubber, ugh, that's seen better days, isn't it? That needs a wash. Sorry for getting that out on camera. What will you think of me? So we're going to have this so that they sit like this. We're going to have that as a little kind of push pocket. And we're going to close it up, and that should then close up nicely together. It does, that's fine. And then we will have another little thing on the front of here that makes it a little, well, it's already got score lines in it, so maybe not that one. This is made up of lots of little bits. What have we got? This piece. Have we got another piece like that? What's this? We could put something like that on, couldn't we? Is there a wider one? No. What have we got? Let's use what we've got. We're just using pieces. We're not worrying about what they look like at this very moment in time. We could put that on there and that on top of there. Yep, that's cool. So we might actually do that way. Yep, let's cut that down. Now this does have a score line through it, but we're not going to see that. These are all those pieces that we say, I'm going to keep that because I'm going to use it, and then it just hangs around on your desk and you don't. So we're going 4.5 because that's how wide the folio is. And that should then fit on there, it will. And then this also needs to be 4.5 wide. 4.5. And that's going to go on top of there, so that's going to be our front. And then we're going to open it up. It's going to have a pocket in here. We can have another pocket on this side. We're just going to use scraps, remember, so we're going to make use of the beauty that we have left. So we're going to pop that on there. I think we'll use this. Shall we put this on this side and this on this side? Yeah, let's do it that way. We will have that at what width is this? Don't know. That isn't how you measure a piece of card, Dave. We have. Ooh, it's an interesting figure, isn't it? 4 1/8. So we're going to go for 4 1/8. By let's go for by 2 1/8. Let's get all the random measurements out then. Well, we can 4 1/8. That's not an eighth, is it, Dave? Where's the eighth? It would be just on the cusp, wouldn't it? There. Let's go. Right. Let's go. How big did I just say? 2 1/8. Let's go 2 1/8 there, and then do that so I'm not wasting a whole load of paper card. 2 1/8 there. If I put that in on that line, it should be able to cut that piece off. I did without cutting the whole lot of that. So that's good. And we're going to have that on there. What else shall we have? Sorry, I've got dirty hands. So on the back, you see that striped. That's okay, but it could be better, couldn't it? Let's start assembling this anyway. So this is the front. So we're going to have that's the inside, Dave. That's another inside. Where's the other piece that I had? Is this? Oh, it's there. I'll pop that on there. So that's just to cover up this, which I don't think is particularly exciting. So we'll just cover that up. This side are we going to use? Yes, we'll use that side. I know we haven't inked anything, but we don't have to. It's not compulsory. I know. I don't know who I am either. So it's that midpoint between Christmas and New Year, and who knows who anybody is anymore. I'm going to pop that on there. And then we'll pop that on there, and we'll have a divot in the front of here. So who are you calling a divot? No, that's not a big enough divot for me. I want a bigger divot. Should we have a fancy divot? Should we go all fancy? Shall we go all fancy? Well, not all fancy, but shall we go a little bit more fancy? Yeah, let's go a bit fancy. There we go. We will ink this because I don't think you'll see the fanciness of this otherwise. Just along this edge. See, it's got a nice shape to it. That. Just ink around there as well. Because, well, you know, once I'd said we don't have to ink it, my brain went, "Oh, you've got to ink it now." So we're going to pop that on there. Oh yeah, that's cool. So we'll turn this into a pocket. So we're only going to glue down 3 sides. This is crafting on the hoof. On the hoof. So I did my list of things I'd like to accomplish in 2026, and well, I'm not going to tell you just because if I don't accomplish them, I won't feel like I failed. But I don't set New Year's resolutions as such. Because what's the point? Nothing like setting yourself up to fail, is there? So I just set myself targets that I'd like to achieve. So there's a few things that I want the channel to achieve, and then there's things that I personally would like to achieve, and we'll see what happens, and I'll monitor the progress and that sort of thing. But don't go telling people what your resolutions or objectives are, because all it makes you feel is like you've failed when you don't achieve it. If nobody knows, nobody can come at you, can they? So, do I want to put a divot in one side? No, I don't think I do. I'm just going to get rid of that white edge. So I'm going to glue these together so that it forms like a little pocket. So I'm just going to glue down down the top and the bottom first. But I want to make sure it gets a good, because I'm going to be shoving something between the two bits. So I'm going to give it a bit of wider glue so that I know that it's going to stay stuck down, and then across this edge I'm going to line them up, going to use it up, going to wear it out, ain't nothing left in this whole world I care about. 1, 2, 3, shake your body down, shake it on down. Glue that bit on there. Oh. Nice. That's gone together nicely. Good. Excellent. Right. Let's make this. Which way round was I doing it? This way? No, this way, wasn't I? But I don't know, actually. Do I want to do it that way? Yes, I'm doing it that way. And then should we replicate that same divot that we did? Because you don't have to use round divot. You can do whatever you like. It's your divot. Divot how you want to. I divot my way. I divot my... yeah, that's fine. People will be calling you a divot, Dave, so shush. Funny though, but shush. Enough. So we're going to do this and this across the bottom. So this is just going to be a little inside pocket, like that. Cool, and then the same for this. Let's do another. Oh no, you don't make a divot with that, Dave. Or do I want to? Which way round do I want this? No, I want it that way. I did decide I was going to have it this way, so I'm going to do it this way. And again, same divot. And inked. I divot my way. And now the end is near, but the end isn't near because we haven't finished the craft project. And I've got no curtains. I literally do not have curtains in this room. So I am not telling any pies of pork. Porky pies. Lies. Pork pies. Lies. Anyway, Dave, shut up. Nobody wants to know rhyming slang, especially you, because you're not even a Londoner. Maybe it's because I'm not a Londoner that I know that I don't know what I'm saying. So that's that and that. Okay, so I guess we need to do something similar on the back, but we'll do it in a different colour. Oh, let's use that. Yeah, let's use some of that. So what, I can't remember what I said this was. It measures how much? How much by what? What much now? So 5 1/4 by 4 1/2. Let's go. Oh, that's also not straight. We'll use this bit up here, I think, because this is a bit more interesting. What am I doing? That's the. What did I just say? 5 1/4 high. By 4 1/2. I've just given myself the full size, haven't I? So I could make it a big. Oh, let's do that. So let's make this into. Let's put a divot in here. No, let's make the same divot that we had. Put that there. Don't know why I wasn't able to press that. I'm losing all my strength. Because I've got no hair. And mine. Was that not? Oh no, it was Samson and Delilah, wasn't it? Is it? My Delilah. Why, Delilah. So if I pop that in there, that can be a pocket there, and we'll put something else on the back. Yeah. So glue down the edges. I like making something that's just a bit, you know, no objective, just making. So we're just doing a Make It Monday, but without having an objective this time, because we're in that limbo. We're clearing our desk. Might as well use up the bits that we've got. Use it or lose it, Dave. Stick that bit down. So we've got that bit there. We might put another thing on the back. No, that's not. Maybe that. Yeah, maybe that. Have that, and we'll put that, make that into another pocket. well. I like a challenge. No, that's not what I was going to say. I can't remember what I was going to say. I like a I don't know. I like a lot of things actually. I like chocolate. I'm not actually, although to be fair, I haven't eaten a lot of chocolate since I became diabetic. I have been very good. I've lost a lot of weight. My numbers are all good, so I'm really getting very healthy. Not very. I mean, like, you know, I'm still quite. What's the word when you sedate, when you don't go very far? Well, not when you don't go very far. What is it when you don't do very much? Yeah, sedentary. Yeah, don't even go there, Dave. Right, don't cut into another big piece of card. What have you got? Small piece of card wise on your desk? No, don't like that. No, that's another big piece. Right, not those, because we'll look at those in a minute. They can be parts, component parts to go inside. What have we got here? What's this? That's quite interesting, isn't it? What are we going to do with that? We're just going to have another pocket on the... yeah, let's just go for another pocket. So, just going to cut it down to about there. Put that on there. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So we're going to again put another divot in. Should we? Where should we divot? Yeah, we'll do it out of this side. Again, just ink it. I don't think you'll see much of the ink on this one, but just cover up those. The inner core. The inner core. Do. Put that on there, and then we can make all the bits that go inside it now. So we've got a lot of little tucks and pockets. We can stick some stuff inside it and then have a sense of accomplishment that we've used a lot of bits off the desk. Okay, so what we're going to put in here, I'd like to put... will that go in? Oh my gosh, that would go in. Is that the same size? Oh my gosh, it is. Well, that's going to happen then, isn't it? Or should we use the back? Have the back in a different colour? Maybe do the back in a different colour, Dave. I've got an idea, but like, let's see whether it works out first. So let's just cut this to the same size. It's not there. There. That's the same size. Cut that bit off, and then cut this bit off. All the little bits I am not going to keep, by the way, because I think we just keep way too much. So these things can go. I will keep them to one side and I'll show you just how little we've got left after we've finished. So we're going to do this. And I think I'd like to make this into some kind of a slide, maybe. Cha-cha slide. Slide to the left. No, slide to the right. You don't want to see me cha-cha slide. Trust me. I've got a random... I've had a random thought. I don't know whether it's going to work out. Oh well. Let's cut a hole in this first. So let's get my... I need a hole. We need a hole. World in his hand, he's got the whole world. In his hand, he's got the whole world. Well, he's got a whole load of dies in his hand. No, 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 no. It's going to be an interesting shape die. hole. Okay, so do I want to do it first? Right. Oh, do I want to be brave? Am I brave, Dave? Right, if I do... I don't know whether this is going to work, so... If I do this... No, I think I would need... this way. I'm just going to do this, and this might not work, so... But, you know, you'll forgive me, won't you? What the heck's that? Don't know. I'm going to do this. And you're going to say, what on earth are you doing, Dave? And I will say, I don't know. I had a random moment of thought. And I thought that it would work. Oh, you know, do you know what? I think it might work. I'm going to glue these bits together. Just going to ink it while I can. Just this edge. I'll ink the rest around it in a minute. Just going to ink that bit. And we're going to glue it together, and we're going to make the slide out of kind of glued together bits. Just going to overlap them like that, and then we'll do the other side of the slide, the other side of the slide, which will be the opposite way. It's going to be like that. Yeah, I just want to make sure it's the same size when I put the two together, because we want the window to be in the same place. And we'll glue this. Do you know when, like, you think, oh, I don't know whether should I do this, because I don't know whether it's going to work. But you know what? It's pieces of card at the end of the day, and we were trying to clear my desk. So I just want to make sure that this is the same size when I put this on here. So it needs to be the same amount of overlap. I'll get that one in the right place, and that one in the right place. I guess we could just trim it a little if it's not right. There we go. We'll glue those two together, and then we will make the hole in the middle. Now, do I want to do it with this? Is that... don't know. Do I have a bigger one? Do I have a bigger one? I don't know. What's in here? What's in here? I don't know, but I've got a lot of slides, dies, even, whatever these are called. I've got a lot. I've got a weird shaped one. Is that going to be... oh, I mean, like, you know, let's face it, it's already weird shaped. I'm going to just take these bits off of the ways they impress into the card, and I won't be impressed. It will be, but I won't be. I'm just going to take the washi tape, pop that on my desk, because that's where I would need to stick these bits to, because otherwise if these fall off onto the floor, then I can say goodbye to my feet. Where has that gone? Still stuck to my thing, it's there. There we go. Clearly never used this, or if I have, I've used it with the things on it. And off. Ugh. Okay. Cool, so just peel that off and then just stick it to itself, and then they don't go anywhere. They stay and there, and they don't end up being stuck in your hoof. In your hoof. Hoofer doofer. Doobity doo. Doobity doo. Hoofer doofer. Doobity doo. Right, let's do that. I've turned that round twice now. It doesn't make any difference because it's the same way round. Right, let's just take the sticky off this. Pop that on there. Well, let's get it stuck to one of them first, and then you can line them both up in a minute. So I'll stick it to there like that. then we'll line those two up, and we'll get the die cutter. Sorry, just excuse me while I lift it with my left hand. I'm not a left-handed person. No, Dave, don't put it on there. Put it on there. That's better. There's a clever boy. Who's a clever boy then? Pop that on there. Right. Are we lined up? Right. Can we line it up any better? Is it going to stay there? Who knows? Right. Let's try this. No. Yes. No, yes. Hopefully that's enough, and if it hasn't gone through, then it should have left an imprint onto the other one. It's left an imprint. Has it gone through? No, not all the way through, I don't think. That one. No. Let's peel that off. That. We could always use that for something. We can put this back through here. In fact, no, we can't do it that way, can we? We have to go that way. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to press it into that. It should just sit inside that. Yep, that's right. Put that on there. That on there, and we should get it cut this time. Take this out. Yep, that's done. That's cool. And again, we'll keep that piece because we might as well use that piece. Might use it as a card inside. Pop those in there. Just keep them out of the way. Close that up. Move that out of the way. Right. Pop those over there, just so they're out of eye line. Oh yes. Let's do. Yeah, that's right, isn't it? Yes. I had a moment there where I thought, oh, have you done this wrong? But no, you haven't. You're all right, Dave. You're fine. So we're going to ink around the edge of the outside of these. Just so, well, the outside edge of the inside. On the inside, the sun still shines. So that's a good opportunity to wedge that old chestnut that I've had going in all through 2025, probably 2024 as well. And I'm sure it'll be back in 2026. Right, those two are going to go together. What I'm going to do is I'm going to clip the corners, but I am going to put some... I've got some used piece. Oh, look, I've got a piece of... Oh, is it going to be big enough? Oh, I'm sure we can make do with that. So this is some of the yellowed stuff. I need them to be just slightly bigger than this. Where's the scissors? Of course, buried. Why would they not be buried? Why would they not be buried? So do I want it that way round? Yeah, let's do that way because I've got a bit more space to play with then. Again, using a bit more scrap paper. That's one there. And put that one there. So if I cut that about there, should be big enough for both sides then. Oh my god! How did I do that? They're both exactly the same size. That's interesting, isn't it? It's magic. And then we're going to put those into there. So I'm just going to glue one side in. Might be a bit too... Oh no, it's not too big. It's fine. So we'll just glue around this edge. Glue the back one down. Well, I mean, it could be the front, it could be the back. I don't know. Put that on there. Got bits stuck to it. Never mind. And then we'll put something in the window. We'll put. Oh, where's my are these my transparent? No, they're not the transparent ones, are they? These are. Let's use a transparent one because this is the ideal opportunity to use a transparent one. We will use something flowery, I think. Maybe that. Do I want something bigger? What else have we got? Maybe something more blousy than that. Something like that, maybe. Oh, we could have a layer of the two. Maybe let's do the two. Oh, hang on. What's this one? Hang on. Hold that thought. Right. Do you know what? It'd be great if we put it on a lighter coloured background so we can all see it, not just me. Well, I can't even see it, to be fair. Here's a piece of this. Put this on here. Right. Remember, that's not the... Although that goes with those colours, that's not the bit we're going to see. That's the bit we're going to see. That one. Oh, that, absolutely that one. That, I don't think I need to even question that, do I? That's the one. Pop them back in there. Another thing to use, because again, something else I wouldn't use up otherwise. So we'll peel that off and stick that in, and then we'll put the other layer in. Hang on, which way around is it? I don't know which bit I'm peeling off. Oh, this bit I think is the bit that I peel off. Just bear with me about 4 hours while I do this. Oh no, there we go. Ye of little faith, Dave. I'll pop that in there. Like that. Press it down. Then we'll put this piece in. Yeah, so you can see that this is a kind of an off colour. So it's an old piece of transparency. Don't put it on that side, Dave. It's the wrong side. It's an old piece of transparency, and it's yellowed, so it's naturally yellowed. I mean, you can create your own yellowing from just using some alcohol inks, like you do when you do faux sellotape, or you do when I do faux sellotape. People do it in different ways. I do it with alcohol ink, but you'll have seen me make that, I'm sure. There you go. Oh yes, that's nice. So they're going to glue those two together, and then we'll round the corners, I think, of this. I'm not going to go right up to the corners because I don't want to make it hard for me to get the corner rounder even, Dave. Through it. I'm just going to go a little bit round there. Don't want to just squeeze out into the window. Layer these two up. So they sit together nicely. Press it down. It's the paper that's going to stick it. Sorry, the card that's going to stick it, not the transparency. That'll slide off itself. Right, let's get the rounder. Rounders. There we go. That. Do I want to do that? Yeah, I'll do that. I was thinking, should I left it into the square because of the square of that slide thing, but now I'm going to do it like this, and that. Then we'll ink the edges of this. I mean, we could see if I have a word suitable that could go onto here. Yeah, I like the way that I did the ripped bit. It does have a little bit overhang here. Let's just cut that bit off. Just because it improves the aesthetic, because everybody says aesthetic. Well, they say aesthetic, but I say aesthetic. This is my dashes, isn't it? Dashes and lexicon. No, it's not an octopus, so we won't use that. Which way round is it? That way round, isn't it? The moose, ambiguous. It's not noisy. Yippee. Cacophony. Cattywampus. Mellifluous. No, I think maybe if we're going to use anything, it'll be ambiguous. I'm gonna have to cut some more of these out. Actually, that's hanging over there as well. Might just have to cut that off. Just because it's annoying me, basically. I will. Do I want that on there? Yeah, let's put that on. We don't have to have. Doesn't have to mean anything. Don't read anything into it. Just ink around these edges. I'm going to make some more of these because I could do some that aren't on this thicker. I've put this onto grey board. I could do some that aren't on here that have just got a sticky back or whatever. Might do that on Wednesday's video actually. Do some prep ready for the new year. So we'll do that. Pop that on there. And that is going to go hopefully in there. Like that. And it will... Yes, it goes in. It looks fine. Oh yeah, like it. Like that at all. No, I like that very much is what I was going to say. Yeah, we'll have them in there. So let's have maybe some kind of a flower on here. But again, we're going for speed and using stuff up if we can. So we'll have that, and we'll have maybe a card. Will that go in there? Yes, it will. I'm going to cut this piece off, just on this separation line here. And what else should we have? So what should we have on this side? Should we have this piece? Or should we have this piece? Let's have this piece. So cut that piece down. Just going to cut it where it's already got lines. We will. Shall we snip the edges, or should we? I was going to say, should we clip the corners, but I can't remember precisely where the corner clipper is. I don't know. It's not there. I know what. Well, what we will do is we'll use this. So this is just one of those heat things that I did quite recently. And we will. Well, let's just. I'll try and link the video to that, but no promises. Just give it a bit of a interesting addition. Just lightly press it so we don't get a full. There we go. Excellent. Just adds a little something. Oh, and it also picks up that, doesn't it? Oh, that is cool, Dave. How did you manage to do that? You weren't even thinking about it. What the heck? I was going to clip the corners, but I can't find my corner clipper. Oh, it's there. Got it. So this is the one that, is it the corner? Oh no, this is not. Oh, that's the one that Tracy sent me. Are they the same sizes? 10, 7, 10, 7 and 4. And these are 20, 14 and 8. No, they're not. They're great. They're different. Oh no, they do crimp the corner. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's neat, that's neat, that's neat, that's neat. I really love your tiger feet. Oh my gosh, that's an old song. It was the right thing. Just my brain looked at it and went, no, that's going to cut the corner rounded, but it isn't, Dave. So we'll do this. So we've got some with the corners rounded, some with the corners cut off. Maybe put a flower on it because it was here. Might as well. Just bear with me while I peel this off. Or maybe not. Oh gosh, what the heck is going on with this? If it doesn't come off this time, I'm going to abandon all hope. Ye who sail. No, abandon all hope. Let's use one of the washi tape ones. Not that one. Right, don't overthink it, Dave. No. You've got one last chance. If you're not picking this, then we're not picking one at all. You've got to put it down and let go of it this time. Being much more careful about what I pick up this time. That one, that's it. And I'll just ink the back of that. Oh, that's come out. Definitely have to use that. Now it's falling out the tin. I'm just going to stick this down indiscriminately. There we go. And have that. We could have just a word on here maybe. A little word. What have we got left? Yes. Yippee. Nosy. Nosy. We'll go nosy. I am a bit. It's true. Nosy, and then if we go nosy and have, maybe let's see if we can get this off, and if we can get this off, we'll put this one down. We'll try again with this. I think I gave in too quickly. I think I've got it now. Yes, I have. Oh no. I've got it. I've let go. Oh dear. This on here. With this, put it over it, like that. That can go on there. With that, they can go. Oh no, Dave, you have to wait until it's finished gluing. Don't just push it in there. Just pop that like that. Have that sticking out, nosy. This side we will do this with. We'll have. It was this one we were using, wasn't it? Got a bit of a scraggy edge going on there. What can we do? Where's my... What can you do with a drunken sailor? What can you do? Where's my emery board? There it is. Just do it off camera, sorry, just so it doesn't go all over the place. That's fine. We will... What should we do with this one? We will round the corners of this one. In fact, I'm going to do opposite corners, rounded opposite corners, nipped. There we go. Because we can. And it's kind of picking that shape up. What are we going to put on this one? Maybe... We could have that on there with another thing, couldn't we? Maybe go for another clear one. Oh no, let's go for a person. Should we have a people? Should we have a people on it? Don't like that on it though. Maybe that could go somewhere else. Let's put that on there. Yep. It fell out the tin, so we're going to use it. If I can peel it off without letting it stick to itself. That is. Right, how am I going to do this? What's the best angle? The best chances of success? Maybe getting this in. Folding that bit back on itself. Putting that in the right place first. Like that. Oh no, David, nearly messed that up, didn't you? Like that, and then peeling the rest off. Just teasing that one out and doing the same there. Cool. Oh, yeah, that's cool. Like it. Right. So, do we want him on there? What else have we got? What have we got here? Oh, we've got her that didn't get, you know, where her dad lost his head. Let's put her on there. I'm just going to snip all the rest of this off. Really badly fussy cutted, but fussy cooted. We're going to put that on there. We'll go yippee maybe, and we'll have. So let's get rid of that. We will have Vamoose, maybe. Yes, let's go with Vamoose because he's her husband. I mean, her dad has disappeared, so Vamoose. And we will have a little something. Yeah, let's put that on. Cool. Get rid of that. This has got to go in the back of everything, or we're going to put it over her. I can't remember what I was going to do with it. No, I'm going to put it at the back of everything. Like that. She can get a bit of a ink edge going. In fact, I think I'm going to reshape her hat so it doesn't have weird ears. Like that, that's cool. Just ink that. Glue this down. Put that on there. And then have this on there. Yep, cool, that's good. Like that. It's all about using up. Gotta use it up. Gotta wear it. Dave, you've done this before. The old ones are the best. Pop that on there. Pop that on there. Cool. That's going to go on in there. What we're going to put on this then? Shall we have something else? Don't want that. I'm going to stick that on because I don't think I'd use it otherwise. So actually, I don't know which side peels off what. That's the side that peels off. We're going to pop that on there. Can I just give that a colour? I can give it a colour. No, it's too white. I need something more colourful. Do we have a shroom on it? I've covered most of it up now, but yeah, we'll go for a shroom. Put that on there. No, we're just going to leave it like that. Pop that. Oh, we ink it. We did ink it, but it's not very inked. Pop that on there. That's that. That's that. Right. Okay. We need a tag on the front. Tag. You're it. Where are these things? Drive me mad. These clear bits. No, we don't want the same pattern, otherwise you won't see the thing. We want something a bit bigger than that, don't we? Maybe this. Oh, maybe that. That's a bit clashy, isn't it? We like that. I'm quite happy to go clashy. Right, shall we just cut down what we've got already? We will, if we can see it. Shall we make it into a tan? Yeah, let's just do that. Let's just go snip. And, no, the wrong way round. And a snip, snip and a snip. Yep, we can put that in there. That's cool. Right, what we're going to have on the front of this, we'll have another. I think we'll have another one of them. One of them, you know, one of them. Have another flower, something on the front of it. Let's put some string, maybe, on. Make a hole. Nope, I'll turn it down, Dave. See what you're doing. A bit of fighting chance. There we go. Do this. In there. Cool. We will do it that way. That's fine. And then, let's just make that a little bit dirtier looking. String. Excellent. Okay, so this is going to have a mushroom on it, maybe. Big flower. Don't know whether red's the right colour. Right, you've got one last chance, Dave. Remember the protocol. You can't go taking them off and sticking them back on again. I want something. I'd like something that isn't that. Oh, maybe that. Right. Yes, that's it. Good. It's a good job, really, isn't it? We'll have that. We'll ink this up. Take this off his back. Yep, not going to come off, is it? You're just going to misbehave now. Come on. Come on. Oh, it's going to misbehave. There we go. Don't stick to yourself, please. Like sellotape at Christmas. Sticks to itself. There we go. Pop that on there. We can have. It's not mellifluous. It is a bit cattywampus. We could have cattywampus on it. No, we don't want to put that there. We could put it cattywampus. In fact, let's just cut that edge a little bit cattywampus. And then stick it on there. Cattywampus. Like that. Yeah, brilliant, Dave. Well, I would say brilliant. I mean, like, I'm not brilliant. I'm happy. That's what I am. Cattywampus. Pop that on there. That. Well, let's give that a chance and let it stick. Then we've got, what have we got? So that's the front. We also, we could do with cacophony. Yippee. Why is that in there? Got just thinking stuff on my desk, so might do that actually. We'll have cacophony because it's like a cacophony of, just like a cacophony of sound would be a lot of things. This is a metaphoric, physical cacophony of things. It's a cacophony. I can't say cacophony of things. like a demented cockerel. Cacophony, cacophony. Let's put those together like that. Cut that to the same length. And just glue that together like that. Yeah, that's fine. So I'll take this edge off. Right, let's get that so I know roughly how big I need this to be. Let's maybe go with that there. Is that going to be big enough? It is, that's fine. Stick that down. Take the back of this off. Put that like that. Stick that on there. Great. Excellent. I like that. Put that in there. That's going to go in there. Brilliant. Brilliant. Excellent. I say brilliant, like, you know, I don't think I'm brilliant. I just think that's brilliant. Mellifluous. I don't know when I'm going to use mellifluous. I guess if I did a Halloweeny thing, I might. We could do. Let's do this one. Let's go. Let's cut it with the blade because I can see then where that goes to. Turn this round so the blades. I will round the corners, I think, this time. That edge is not straight down. Basically, when I do that, I'm just pushing up to the score line, and that's how I get it perfect. To push it up, butt it up against the score line, and then just cut the bit off that score line off. So we're going to have this. We're going to ink this. In there. Will that go in there? Might be a bit wide, Dave. Might have to go a bit narrower, actually. Let's go to this line. Cut that off. Then chop that bit off. I know we spent all that time inking it, but I guess it's not all that time, is it? That'll go in there, won't it? Yeah, it will. So we'll stick something to that. I'm not going to put a word on this because I think it's going to be too thick otherwise. There we go, perfect. That's that fungi, that's me, I'm a fungi. Used. Oh, that says the month of. I could stick something to that, couldn't I? I'll say stick, I mean I could put something on there, like do I have something that's got the month of, do I have anything, a date stamp? I must have a date stamp somewhere. I do here. The month of, let's get rid of the date. Let's just cover that up, I think. That's what we'll do. We'll do that in red. Let's not do December. Let's do, because let's go April. That's fine. We'll put that on there because I don't know whether it's got any ink on it. So, and then cover that bit up so that doesn't make a mark. There we go. Oh, there we go. Good. April paid. Brilliant. Oh, get off me. Where's the rest of that? Where's the rest of this? There, that's where it is. Those bits. Stick them over there for a minute. Right, okay. So that's that. Let's cut that bit off. And I think we're just going to leave that like that and put that in there. We will put something in this little pocket, and then we are all donezed. Right, move that out of the way. Donezed. That's not a word, Dave. Maybe some of this because we've used this. Oh no, let's see if we've got any small pieces before we decide that. That's a piece over there. That. Do we have a small piece? Oh, what's that? That's a small piece, and that's a small piece. Those pieces. Didn't use any of these pre-cut cards. That's fine, though. Nope, all of them are big pieces. That's another little bit there, and another little bit there. That, I do have little bits over there, don't I? I've got some, not tiny pieces, but smaller pieces there. There's a little bit there. It's a bigger piece. Right, let's put those out of the way because we're not going to be using them. Shall we make a little collection of things? That's what we'll do. Let's just do this, the width of the ruler, because that'll be easy measurement. Do that. Let's do a couple of these then. In fact, I might do it that way. Ow, don't stab yourself with the thing. Too late. That. Do that one. Go over that. Might have, do you want that? Yeah, let's do that way. Go over that, let's come that. This is a bigger piece, let's do this. Hopefully there's method to this madness. I'm just doing this because I can. And then this one, we will do this side of it. We'll do it, perhaps do it in two. Do this. We'll just leave it as those two. Oh, actually, that's not too bad, is it? Almost the same size. Right, and then what we'll do is I should have another little punchy thing. Did have a small. That's not a small one. What's this? Should we put this in it? This has got two divots in it. We'll just make that. Put that in there. Just to make it interesting. I don't know whether that's actually going to cut out. Oh, it does. What the heck is that? I don't know. Oh, it cuts that. Okay, fine. Put that on another one then. And we will put, actually, that we could put that through there, couldn't we? If we cut it down, or we could put that through there. Again, we need to cut it down. What's that one? Yeah, we can't put it on there though, can we? Let's put that through there. Well, this is going to just be random weirdness. Put that through there. And we'll stick it to there. Like so. Yeah, let's just glue it down, otherwise it'll just keep moving around. Ink the edges of this. I don't know what this is, but we're just doing it. So I've centered that little thing that's in the middle. That little flower, center it. We will stick that then to something else. Stick it to this. Yeah, we'll I'll do that. Because I thought this was just going to cut 2 holes out. I didn't realise it was going to make a... So I didn't realise it was going to make that shape. I just thought it was going to cut 2 little divots out, but it didn't. So I'll do that. Oh, shall we do this? Yeah, let's do that. Just makes it interesting. Well, as I say it's interesting, you might say that's not interesting, Dave. Your definition of interesting is not the same as my definition, and it's very true. It may well not be, but I think it's interesting. I'll stick that to there. I'll stick it at an angle, and it's just a little bit of interest. Okay, let's take the corners off this. There's something in a sci-fi series that when that makes that noise, it's got like a slight spring back to it, and it's something that reminds me of a sci-fi, and I don't know what sci-fi or what the noise is, but it's weird. It's random as well because I can't really tell you what it is. So, I think it might be it's the noises from the Enterprise, the console things. So that's going to go in there. Well, this has just got a random hole in it. So, like, let's put maybe a piece of this in it. Let's do a random hole with this one. They don't need to be the same size. They'll just be. We'll be happy for them to be different sizes, won't we? Yes, we will. Rhetorical question. I love this. I love just doing stuff and not knowing where I'm going with it. So ink around these edges. We can stick I'll stick that in there. Might as well use it all up, mightn't we? Rather than wearing it all out. Oh, hang on. Let's put this. Supposed to cut that square out there. Put that in there. And glue this again. Put this in there. That's right. Don't know what it is. But don't need to. We've just made it up. Pull all of this down. Glue these two back to back. Back to life. Back to reality. Show me, decide what you want from me. Can be there for you. There we go. See, look, it's all just random stuff coming together. And that's the way the cookie crumbles. Right, shall we cut this out and make... No, where was my... I wanted the bigger one, didn't I? That's what I went searching for. Searching, looking for love. It's here. I've got to find me a hole punch. Right, I wanted to make it into a ticket, that's what I was thinking. That's fine, doesn't have to have anything on it to make it look like a ticket. It can just be just like that. No, Dave, don't do that again. Where's my little torture device? Is that in here? Sorry, just getting close to the camera. Yes, it is. My torture device, this spiky thing. The spiky thing of evilness. We are going to just put a line through here of holes. make it look like perforations. And we'll put that back in there because nobody wants to see me spike myself on that. Well, you might do, but it's not going to happen. Not today. Not today. And then we'll just put that in there, actually that way around, and then you can see it better. In fact, we will put, as it's that way around, we'll put a number on it. So we'll do that in red as well. So because I had the red out and I thought it'd be easy to find, then couldn't find it. We'll just ink that. Just hammer that into that pad, and then we will just put that on there. There we go, cool. We'll put that in there, and that, I think, is enough. We'll get rid of those pieces. Should we put those in? Oh, go on, just make something with them, Dave. What should we do with this? What should we do with the drunken sailor? What should we do with the drunken sailor? Drunken sailor early in the morning. Hey ho, up she rises. Hey ho. Let's put a long flower on it, or a that'll do, or a that'll do. That's what we'll put on it. In fact, I think I might just flip this up and make it into a little pocket. Take a little divot out of it. Ink that edge all round. Love is all around us. It's because I've been watching Love Actually, so again. And then we'll ink this. Stick this in the background. And then stick something in the pocket. So we've made a pocket inside of a pocket, inside of a pocket, inside of a pocket, inside of a pocket. Pop this on here. In fact, I'm just going to wrap those bits around because I'm brave like that. Pop that in there. We'll put something in there. How big is that? Cut that down. That can go in there. We can turn. Oh, let's get this holy thing. Let's get this thing out again. We needed to keep this out, really, didn't we, Dave? Yeah, we'll use this. We'll put it this way. We will put it on that line, and we will make more holes. Like that. Stick that back in there. Take a divot out the end. No, it's too big. Let's take that out. Can't see where I'm doing the hole. Like that. Okay, come on. What is going on with you? Why are you so... Are you absolutely full? Oh, you are. I don't know whether that's helped or whether it's hindered the whole situation, but I don't know whether that's actually the reason why it was... Oh no, it seems to be working now, so... Oh no. Maybe that isn't the reason. Maybe it's just old, like me. I know how it feels. That's stuck in there. That can go in there. That can just sit in there. We can have... Oh no, we're going to put that in there, weren't we? Yes, we'll put that in there. So we're just going to glue down that edge, stick that down, kind of just push it together a bit so that it's got a little bit of space to put something in it. Put that in there, put that in there. Should we just round these corners? We will, because we can. Yes, it does. I want to see if we can get it up to the mic so you can hear. It's got the pew sort of noise that the if you know anything about the original series Starship Enterprise, it will, hopefully you'll know what I mean, but if you don't, then tough. There we go. Brilliant. I have accomplished so much today. I've used it up. I've not worn it out. Ow! I've just stabbed myself with a pin and it didn't go through, so it's fine. No, there's no sense and no feeling, so I'll be fine. Let's move these things out of the way and let's see what we have done today. Let's move these things out of the way and see what we've done today. How rhymey can we be? Let's put those up there, that out of the way, get rid of them, and I'll just pull back in the little bits that we didn't do anything with. Oh, heck. Sorry, I've lost my blade off me chopper. Right, so we didn't use this, we didn't use these bits, of the small bits. Actually, that's not a small bit, neither's that, so we can reuse them. This, and these few pieces are all that we have left from today. So I think we have achieved quite a bit. I will not keep these pieces because whilst I did use a lot of small pieces in that, they were the small pieces from cutting other pieces, and I'm sure that will happen again. But this is what we've made today. So we've made cacophony. We've got a little cattywampus tag at the front. We've got a couple of little tags in here, well, cards in here. We've made a little slide that sits in there. Pop that in there, yep. Got these two pieces. Got Nosy, see, Nosy. Well, he looks like he's been nosy, and so does he. Pop them back in there. And then we've got this at the back, so we've got this one at the back. And then we have literally a cacophony of little tags in the back here. So, and a tag with a tag, sorry, a tag with a pocket, and yeah, so there we go. So that was a bit of fun, and I hope you enjoyed it too. Just using the stuff off my desk. I could add more things. I can maybe put a bit of tape down this side or whatever, but I am very happy with that. And I hope you are too. And if you are, guess what? There's a way that you can tell me. I know, it's genius. It's like YouTube had previously thought that this might be a great idea, but you can give it a thumbs up. That tells the crafter, the artist, the owner of the channel that you enjoyed something. So please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. If you just enjoyed the process of just using something without any real care or attention, just being creative, then please do give me a thumbs up. That really does help my channel. You think it's a small action. For me, it's a giant leap for craft kind. One small step for you, one giant leap for craft kind. And yeah, so if you've enjoyed it, please give me a like. My name is Dash of Dave, and I love you all without exception until you give me a reason not to. So don't give me a reason not to, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, folks. Lots of love from me. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Lots of hugs. And I'll see you very soon. Take care. Bye. Bye.